Guys, it seems like there was a lot of things going on at the Grammys this year, from the host joking about Beyonce being on CP time, and from Quavo and Offset fighting backstage, allegedly. Okay, first off, Quavo and Offset got into a fight backstage at the Grammys after Quavo blocked him from the Takeoff tribute. So as you can see, it's clearly still some bad blood between the two, because that is just something that, you know, don't do, especially when Takeoff wanted y'all to get back together. He wanted y'all to make amends, allegedly. And by you doing this song, and if you would have allowed Offset to come up there with you, you know, that could have been something great. But I guess the blood is still too bad and they still too hurt. And you know, I know he probably didn't allow him to come to any rehearsals and things like that, but you know, Offset used to doing stuff at the spur of the moment, even if he was a block. Like he got on stage when Cardi B was performing and he proposed to her and other things like that, and asked for forgiveness on stage. So you know, he liked to do things like that, but I guess Quavo was not feeling it. Okay, so by Offset not being able to be in the tribute to Takeoff during the in memoriam segment of the show, him and Quavo got into a physical fight and had to be pulled apart. And this is according to TMZ. And so it's being said that the Grammys had asked Offset to be a part of the tribute, but Quavo refused and he wouldn't let him take part. And he straight blocked Offset from joining him on stage. And so by him doing that, they're saying it was Quavo who started the fight. And it's being said that, you know, Quavo and Takeoff were extremely close during the time of Takeoff's passing, and so I guess he just really felt it was something he wanted to do for Takeoff, and he didn't want Offset to have any part of it since he seemed to have left the group. And so the beef probably allegedly was between Quavo and Takeoff anyways, because Takeoff and Offset used to hang out separately from Quavo, and the song that he wrote, Without You, that song was specific for Takeoff. And so hopefully the two will reconcile, because the people that was watching Sunday night show, they were disappointed to see that they had not reconciled even after Takeoff's death. But Offset came out and was like, that's not true. This is what he wrote. He said, what the F I look like fighting my brother? Y'all N-words is crazy. So I don't know if TMZ came up with that over a lie or somebody miscommunicated, but they're saying that fighting is not in their thoughts or agenda. So this is what some people had to say. Someone said the media is going to drive this man into a deep depression. He lost someone close to him while not speaking to them. That's a lot to deal with. Everyone from Prince to the media should leave it alone and let him grieve and heal. It's called humanity. Having to defend yourself like this while still grieving must be exhausting. Crying emoji, praying to Quavo and Offset. I hope they're finding time to heal. Praying hand. Lastly, TMZ really need to stay out of black celebrities' business. We have our own news sources and plenty of people who snitch with the tea thing. But somebody who was supposedly there wrote in the Gossip of the City Tea. Shout out to Gossip of the City Tea. And they stated this. They said Offset and Quavo did not fight. They had an argument and currently are talking as we speak. And yes, it's true. Cardi was yelling at both of them during the argument. However, Offset and Quavo are talking. That's a tough time. I'm sure you all can understand. Takeoff life was suddenly taken by cowards. And speaking of that subject, Offset was going off because Jay Prince went on the podcast $1 million worth of game, you know, with Gilly and Wallow, and he was on there talking some trash and also trying to call people names where he was talking about them, talk about people throwing rocks and then hiding their hands, and that he don't like individuals like that. And he also was saying that Offset really wasn't with Takeoff and things like that before he passed, so who is he to have so much to say? I want to play it, but YouTube flag you for everything and copyright you for everything. And so this is what Offset had to say back.
Hey, first off, y'all niggas my real brother. I don't know what y'all niggas got, what the fuck nigga got going on. Y'all niggas speaking on my real brother. How dare one of y'all niggas speak on me and Tate relationship, nigga? I don't know you, nigga. A can of paint, nigga. Y'all nigga don't know how me and my brother rock, nigga. You trying to clear your face, nigga. This your 5th interview, nigga. You done did about my brother, nigga. You ain't think about his mama. You ain't think about the family, nigga. We ain't said nothing. Ain't nobody said nothing but you niggas. You niggas, man, who y'all niggas think y'all nigga is? John got it, nigga. Ain't nobody going for none of that, bro. I ain't studying none of that shit. talking about either. And if you heard something from me, I'ma tell you it's gonna come from me. Call my phone. Y'all nigga going off of he say, she say. Then y'all nigga supposed to be this is who y'all supposed to be. And y'all nigga on interviews and it out on an interview. Talking about I said that nigga call my phone, homie. You call my phone, we'll have a conversation. Then what I'm talking about, all that plant internet games, I don't do.
So moving along, Chris Brown was feeling really salty after he didn't win a Grammys award and he lost it to a fellow named Robert Glasper. And he went on to put out things like who the F is Robert Glasper and this, that, and the other. I lost to somebody I don't even know who is he and all this type of stuff. So after he did do all of that, he went on ahead and he sent an apology to the Grammy winner, Robert Glasper, because apparently he realized that being a total jerk was not it. You know, you win some, you lose some. He had won and stuff like that. And a lot of people had been getting on to him, dragging him and stuff. Like, who wanted to vote for abuser? I'm so glad you did not win and things like that. So, you know, somebody probably talked to him and he went on ahead and issued that apology. So he said, congratulations, my brother. I would like to apologize if you took offense to my reaction at the Grammy. You were not the intended target and I know I came off really rude and mean. After doing my research, I actually think you're amazing. The organization isn't doing us blacks our due diligence. You and I should never be in the same category. Two totally different vibes and genres. So from one black man to another, congratulations. Hope you are able to feed your family for life. God bless my G. So I guess he feels they're not in the same category because Robert Glasper is a 5 Grammy winning pianist, a songwriter, and a record producer. So I guess he thought it would be R&B as far as singing and things like that. So a lot of people was getting on to him because he didn't say who the F is Robert Glasper 1 or 2 times. He said it 3 times and he was like, I'm not playing. Who is this? So CB finally ended his little tantrum by saying this in the caption, new level unlocked and harmonica breezy. But it was too late. Everybody was already ready to pounce. And this is what some of them had to say. Someone said, they are both incredible. If you don't know at Robert Glasper, get to know him. He is a musical genius. Chris at Chris Brown Official is family, hands down, and is beyond talented and true artist, culturally relevant, and often looked over. Love them both. No diss on anyone. Respect for both. We can actually do that. Respect both. Someone else said, put some respect on Glasper's name. I'm shocked Chris don't know of him. Someone else said, nah, but who is he for real? And somebody said, Robert Glasper is a musical legend. Don't do that. Someone else was like, yeah, like, come on, who is that? It's things like that that make me ignore CB sometimes. The disrespect isn't necessary. Just congratulate the winner. Jeez. Be salty with the Grammys, not with the other artists. Someone said R&B needs subcategories. Chris and R&B and Robert Glasper R&B are 2 different types of R&B. Shouldn't have never been in the same category. He continues, Grammys just showing they really don't understand the difference between mainstream R&B and traditional R&B, progressive / alternative R&B, and just soul music. And lastly, it's the putting down another great artist and showing the world your music palette is not evolved, for me, respectfully. Well, there you have it, folks. Some people was really for, what Chris Brown had did, not putting down the artist, but especially when he said that y'all have us in the wrong category together, they were for it. They really felt that way themselves. But a lot of people was not for the disrespect. I'm glad he did apologize so they can move on. And since we're talking about Grammy, and so Diddy did a random post and delete, and only he himself or the person he's talking about know who he's talking about. He said, I helped you win your first and only Grammy Award, which I did out of the kindness. And somehow you thought you could win another one without my help. Oh, okay. So a lot of people in the comments were speculating who he was talking about and things like that, but nobody really knows but the person he's talking about. So who you think he's talking about? And so lastly, guys, I have a girl on here who is saying that R. Kelly and Aaliyah are her biological parents. I don't know if she's adopted by a couple or someone or what, but she is on here telling her story as far as who she is and who her parents are. I don't know if I believe her. It's alleged, all of it, because I've never heard or seen this young lady a day in my life. But this is what she has to say. Check it out. And this is all I have for you guys right now at the moment. Subscribe to the channel for more updates. Give me a thumbs up, share. Turn on your post notifications so you will know the next time I upload. And I'll talk to you guys sooner than later.
Okay, y'all. My name is Love. My given name. I am the biological daughter of Aaliyah Houghton and Robert Kelly, R. Kelly, and I just want to tell my truth and also tell my mother's truth, because I feel like it's time and it's needed. I feel that I went through so many things as far as keeping this identity and then living with different family members that was there to, the industry, you guys know how it can get, and I just want the world to know that the best part of me, and I am also an extension of my mother, Aaliyah Houghton. I been shipped around or constantly as far as when I was younger, because of who my father was and what he did to her and also many other little girls around the world, but other little girls. And I was aware of both of them at one point in my life. As far as my dad, I don't want to call him a dad because he wasn't there. When his trial happened, he abandoned me with somebody else to take care of me, and especially after my mom died. I'll go into further details. I just want the world to know that she is my mother, and I don't really want people to know he's my dad, but unfortunately he's a part of my half of me being here, but I just want the world to know.